Hey, what's up, guys? Just a quick update video for you guys. If you have a 2011 to 2016 Ford F250 or 350 with the 6.7 power stroke, and you are getting a crank no crank, no start, you get in the truck, turn the ignition forward, and it literally does nothing, or it comes up. Let's see here. No glow plug relay, and if you leave the key turned forward, you'll see a bunch of warnings. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is, and it said starting system fault. The problem is the PCM relay is not being activated to allow the engine to get, the glow plugs, the fuel, everything. So on the fuse box here, I got the inner fender taken down, the cover taken off the bottom of the fuse box. If you flip it up here, let me see here. You can see it from this side. So this wire rotted all the way off, corroded off rather. That's the ground. And then you see this wire up here, which it's not off just yet, but you see it's got some green corrosion on it. So it's starting to go. Let me see if I can't flip it upside down here. Yeah, there you go. See, the whole wire is just completely missing in here. Water and salt, debris, everything gets up in here and just rots these wires off. So how I figured this out was I knew my relay wasn't activating, and I didn't know if it was an ignition switch, this, that, or the other. So I just took my relay and broke the top of it off, the plastic cover off the relay. I got one sitting over here on the bench. I took the plastic cover off of this, and I used a pair of pliers, or actually, I think I used these, and just squeezed the relay together to make it have, connection, and put it down in there. And sure enough, everything lit up on the dash. The glow plugs, everything started warming up, and the truck fired right up. So I knew that there was an issue, wiring issue with the PCM relay. I didn't know if it was coming from the ignition or the BCM wasn't sending signal, what it was. But I just assumed, since it was, these trucks are known for having issues with water and such getting down in here and rotting out these fuse panels, that I wanted to just go ahead and check that out. And sure enough, that's what it was. I'm going to show you how to fix that real quick, because I don't know about you, but I would much rather just repair this rather than having to replace the entire fuse panel. And I mean, some dealerships will tell you that you need to replace the wiring harness with it. They'll say, oh, the wires are all corroded, we can't fix it. It's best to just replace. I mean, you could be talking anywhere from a $500 to a couple $1,000 repair. So instead of doing that, let's just repair this and get this truck back on the road. So first thing you're going to want to do is get into that hole. Now mine was a ground wire, but if yours was any one of these other wires, the purple ones, let me see if it'll focus, or the yellow with the red stripe, which, as you can see, mine's starting to corrode now, which I'll take care of that here in a minute too. But the same goes for any of these. So if it's any of these wires that happen to yours, you'll just follow the same instructions. Get something like a small flat blade screwdriver or a pick, and get inside there. Let me see if I can't show you something. Let's see here. Zoom in first. If you look inside the hole, you won't be able to see it on mine probably, but you can see that this fuse panel isn't the kind that has like a board in it. These wires go directly to the relay. So there should be a little flat plastic piece on the left-hand side that you'll have to push in order to get that metal clip out. If you look, mine, I tried pushing in it already and it just broke off. No problem. It'll still stay in after we're done. I'll show you how to get it to stay up in there. But once you push that little clip in, you're going to want to get a pair of needle nose pliers, and probably have to do it simultaneously. Hold the clip in and get the pliers on it. Oh, at the same time, and just grab that little metal clip. And if you damage it or chew it up a little bit, that's okay. Remember, it's just going to make connection to the relay. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you can always bend it back, right? As long as everything works the way it's supposed to. After you're done, that's all that matters, and it doesn't have any problems in the future, which that's what I'm betting on. Let me see here. So I got that pulled out. Sorry about the video being all over the place. Doing this with one hand, and I'm up inside the wheel well, the tire's still on. It would have been easier just to pull the tire off and pull the whole wheel well cover out, but I was just doing it quick, and I wasn't even going to make a video on this, but the more research I did, the more I found that I couldn't find any videos on how to fix this, so I figured what the heck. So anyway, next thing we're going to want to do is reattach this piece that's now a little bit chewed up, but not bad, but that corroded off, and then our wire that's up here. And like I said, same thing goes for if it was your wire or anything else. There's some black tape holding these wires together. Get that pulled off so that you can pull the wire out farther. And then I'm going to clean this end up off camera, which I'm just going to cut the corroded part off and then skim back some of this covering, the coating, the rubber coating on the wire. And then what we're going to do is we're literally just going to solder that wire to this connector, put the connector back in, make sure that it's fitted correctly, and then put our relay in, leave the fuse box hanging just how it is, jump in the truck and see if everything works. If it works, we did good. All right, give me 1 second. And this is after it's soldered. I put a little bit of heat shrink on there. Nothing special, nothing fancy, just the wire soldered back to the connector. This connector is actually tin coated copper, so if you just, I used my razor blade honestly, but you just take a wire brush or anything and clean this little terminal up, and it'll be shiny copper underneath, which is very easy to solder to. So yep, I just took the wire, soldered it back to the connector. Then we're going to, let's see here, put it back into the hole, which it has a little piece sticking up, so you'll know. You can see there's a slot where that should slide into at, so you know it's going in the right way. But you just stick it back into the hole, take a flat blade screwdriver or something, and get up underneath of it, which I'm gonna do probably off camera because it's a pain in the butt to do this while recording, and tight spaces just doesn't make fun. But yeah, get it pressed up in there, make sure it's in there nice and tight, because when you push that PCM relay back in the top, if it's not seated or in there tightly, it will push back down, and you have to go from the bottom and hold it up and all that good stuff. So and as I told you guys earlier, my little plastic clip in there broke, so I'm just going to take and either put a screw or something else small in there. I'll show you here in a minute as soon as I figure out exactly what I'm going to do to hold that clip all the way in there once I get it in, if it doesn't snap in or press in itself, just to make sure it doesn't come back out, and then we'll test it out. Okay, so what I actually ended up doing was I verified that this terminal wasn't going to push out by taking and flipping it over and pushing the PCM relay back into the fuse panel while I reached my hand around and pushed it in while watching this pin to make sure it didn't get pushed out. Once I seen that the relay was all the way seated and that the terminal didn't push out at all, and seen that, you know, there's no issues, I went ahead and just kind of packed that terminal with, well, I put a little bit of dielectric grease on it first, and I cleaned up this yellow with a red stripe terminal and put a little bit of dielectric grease on it first. Then I took some 1 minute gasket, which I use this shit way too much. I probably use this shit on everything. I put a little bit of that around the entrance for these terminals so that they have a watertight seal, and in the future no more water or any corrosives can get in there and rot those out. But I still haven't tested to make sure that it has fixed the issue, so I'm going to do that now. Just want to verify that we have glow plug relay coming on. and PCM is activating, no issues. So let's check that now. Oh yeah, I heard the fuel pump kick on, and so did the glow plug relay. Look. Oh yeah, fired right up. I'm in my garage with the door shut, but so I can't let it run. But yeah, so that fixed it. Now we just need to put that fuse panel back up in there, and yeah, call it. Good fix. All right, thanks for watching, guys.